I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Welcome back to my channel. I am feeling a little under the weather right now, hence the cozy comfy fleece I'm wearing, but one of the items I ordered in the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics launch of their holiday collection, it was all highlighters, one of the items came in today. So I wanted to do a quick review and show you guys what I got. I did end up ordering the palette, the brush that goes with the palette, the all over highlight, and also the highlight that's like super beaming, and the one that came in was the one that is super beaming. So I'm really excited to try this out. To be honest, this might be a little intense for me, but we'll see how it looks. I did also buy this with my own money. For a second there, I thought maybe I was getting this in PR because it did come by itself. And from seeing other micro-influencers that did get this in PR, they just got this product. So for a second, I got really excited, and then I like checked my order and realized they just sent me this one separately. But still, very excited to get this. This is what it comes in. I love the packaging. It kind of reminds me of like the diamonds because she was all about diamonds in her lip launch. I did purchase that, by the way. If you guys haven't seen my videos, I never took them down. I personally didn't have any issues with the lipsticks, but needless to say, there was a lot of people that did, and I think it was smart that she didn't just relaunch them, so I think it's good that she's going with something new this time. But super cute packaging, and it comes pretty protected the way it's like secured. This is what it looks like. I'm sure by now you guys have already seen what it looks like, but super cute. I actually love seeing it in person. It has a nice shine to it. It's also like a matte, I would say, like texture, but super cute. It does kind of get some fingerprints on it though, once you've been touching it a little bit. I don't know if it's picking up or not on the camera, but still super cute, and it does feel like really, really nice. It doesn't look cheap by any means. And on the bottom it does say extra. The shade's extra. It's a loose highlighter illuminating powder, and it does have like the shelf life on it too, just because I know some people are interested in those things. So opening it up, it does come with a seal on it, and I'm gonna have to get tweezers because my nails are a little long right now. So from what I've seen online, a little bit does go a long ways, so I'm going to be very careful with this. I have not tried this on yet, so this will be really, really interesting. So I'll top a little bit, or pat a little bit into the lid. So I'm just gonna tap this in. It's not really tapping out very easily. Come on. Okay, I guess I have to kind of do that. But maybe because a little bit goes a long ways, it's really not super easy to get into the lid. There we go. So by just doing all that, that's how much, I don't know if you can even see it because it's so bright, but I have barely any in the lid at all. So I'm just going to kind of swirl it around and get it in the brush. So now there's no more in the lid, it's all in the brush. I need a mirror to watch what I'm doing. I use my on a palette here. Okay, so I'm gonna do this side since this is the closest to you guys. So I have it all in the brush. It's not concentrated in one little area. It's all in the brush here, and then I'm just gonna apply it right on my face like that. Wow, that's really pretty. Whoa. Now this is the shade Extra. It's the very lightest shade, but it's funny because I can see it better in the camera than I can in real life because of the angle. But that is intense. Okay, let me try the other side. So I'm not taking any more. I'm just taking that small amount. I'm just gonna swipe it across my face. Whoa. What's so interesting is actually picking up on camera better than it is in person. Like I feel like in person it's not as intense as it's showing up on camera. Wow. Well, that's fun. Here, I'm gonna do my nose too. A little bit on the nose. So this is all just with like the smallest amount with one swipe that I'm doing all of this. Now I'll take the remainder on my forehead a little bit, like right through there. Wow. So a little bit goes a really long ways, and it's interesting again because in the camera with the lights, it's actually picking up brighter than it is in person. Because I feel like in person it's not like that intense. A little bit on my cheeks, but a little bit definitely goes a long, long ways with this. Because I just picked it up in one swirl. I didn't like reuse it, and I could use it all over my face. So that's gonna last me a really long time. I wonder if I pick up like the smallest amount. Oh gosh, this will be interesting. I might look like Rudolph if I try this. We'll see how this goes. Well, that makes sense now. If it doesn't really come out very much in the sifters, they're probably doing that on purpose Because I know Jaclyn talked about how they designed it just to get the right amount out. They probably did that so that you weren't like losing all the pigment at once. But this is gonna last you a really long time. If that, like, I got all that from just like the smallest amount. It's still like barely looking, I mean, you can't even see it, but it's like barely in there. Like, it definitely does not come out very easily. I'll pick up a little bit of that on my finger. Whoa, that's very intense. That's super bright. Okay, well, I probably would say that's probably too bright for my nose, to be honest. I'd be interested trying the other highlights, like maybe the highlights from the palette. It looks really nice on my cheeks though. So I do have dry skin. I probably should mention that to begin with. I do have dry skin. And normally with highlights, I feel like they just look really patchy on me. I have a hard time making them look smooth. But just like looking at how it looks in the camera, this looks so smooth and so glassy on my skin. Like, I'm really impressed by this highlight. I feel like it went on really easily. I didn't try any tricks or anything. Like, I didn't wet my face. I didn't wet my brush. Like, I just popped it on as is. And I feel like it looks really nice. And the cool thing is too, like sometimes with certain highlights, if I am looking straight on, you can still see like a shadow of something. I don't know how it looks in the camera. I can't see that up close. But looking at it in person, it doesn't look like, if you're looking at me head on, that you see any sort of weird reflections when the light's not hitting it. But it looks really nice. Like, you can obviously see, like, yeah, when it's moving. If it's not like hitting it, it doesn't look like a weird shadow. Like some of them, they do look like they have like a pink undertone or like a blue undertone. Sometimes they look really weird, but that is really pretty. I'm really impressed. And it doesn't feel like I put on anything. It just feels so light. I wonder if I can do a little more. No, I'm putting on way too much probably. Wow. I swear, I've honestly never had a highlight this like intense. I mean, this is definitely for fun. This is too, I would not probably wear this intensive highlight out in a bit. Well, maybe I would. I probably would not have it this bright though. Wow. I'm like so, okay, now it looks like in real life the way it looks on the camera. When I just added a little more. But that is fun. I've never had a highlight this intense before. This is so cool. Okay, so I know it was just one product, and honestly, like, I'm feeling really sick right now, so that's probably why my enthusiasm is not, like, as high as it usually is. I am really impressed by this. It's weird seeing it in the camera viewfinder and seeing it, like, in real life, because it didn't look as bright in real life until I applied, like, a little bit more, but it looks really intense. Like, seeing it in the camera, like, it looks so intense. I swear it does not look this intense in real life. It still looks really pretty, but this in the camera looks like really intense. But yeah, a little bit goes a long ways. I first noticed that it really was hard to get any of the product out with the sifter. And you couldn't even see it because it's so light. You can't really tell, and because the back of the sifter is white, or the lid is white as well, you can't really see it in there to begin with. But just trust me, like, it was hard to get it out, and there was barely any in there. But now that I've applied it to my face, I can see why. Like, you really don't need a whole lot. So yeah, this is really nice. If you guys love like a blinding highlight, this truly is the smoothest highlight I think I've ever put on my skin. I actually was using the Champagne Pop the other day just because I got it in my BoxyCharm, and I have not used that since Jaclyn Hill created it back in the day. And so I was using this new one that came in, and I really like that one. I'm like, oh, it'll be interesting to see how this one compares, because obviously Jaclyn created that one as well, but this one is so much nicer. This is truly like really nice. Like, I'm really impressed by this and how smooth it looks. It is kind of pricey, but now that I think about it, like, a little bit goes a long ways, and this will last you a really long time. You could probably diffuse it. Let me try diffusing it really quick. Like, if I take a brush, you can probably diffuse it. Yeah, that helps. I have a little bit of residual powder on this brush just from like doing my face. So you definitely can diffuse it if you get a little bit too much on you. Like, you can see this side now in comparison to this side. So if that is a little too intense and you're worried about that, it does kind of, I guess you can kind of make it less intense. But I really love that. I think that's so pretty, and it's so interesting hearing people review it, because they all say how they get that Jaclyn Hill highlight, and I was like, oh, we'll see what happens, but like, it's definitely a Jaclyn Hill highlight. Overall, I really do like this. I think this is really impressive, and now for the price point, I feel like it makes more sense, because I think it's like, this one particularly is like $34, which is a lot for a highlight, but a little goes a very, very, very long ways, and I can see myself using this for a really long time. And honestly, just like, I can't stop looking at it in the viewfinder, because My skin is really dry. I have a lot of texture. Not as much as most people, I'll say, but I do have some texture where it usually does get a little gritty looking around my cheek area. But this looks really, really pretty, and I'm really impressed by how shiny it looks, how smooth it looks. Seeing it on other YouTubers, especially the ones that got the PR packages already, I feel like their skin naturally looks like that smooth, so I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, oh, it'll be interesting to see what it looks like on my skin, but it really does look as pretty as it does in videos in real life, and so I'm really glad I picked this up. If you guys are interested in getting this, I know that they are launching this on Thursday, which is why I'm doing this video, even though I'm not feeling 100%, because I wanted to give you guys a review from someone who actually purchased it before you guys have the opportunity to buy it. So if you guys are interested, I would say err on the side of getting it. I think they do have a really good return policy. I think you can return it like up to 45 days after you buy it, and this is limited edition, so if you guys are interested in getting it, I would err on the side of getting it rather than not getting it, because it is limited edition, which I think is a bummer. I think she should release this like and have this a permanent like staple in the collection. I'm sure she was probably nervous going into it because the last one did so poorly that maybe she didn't want to make it a permanent thing and have another loss like that, but this is truly amazing. So anyways, that's my review of this Jaclyn Hill highlight. I'm sorry I don't have the rest of them, but let me know if you guys are interested in seeing me review the rest of the collection once I get it. I'm supposed to get it, I think, on Wednesday, but if you guys are interested in seeing me review the palette and also the other highlight, which I'm really excited about because that one really spoke to me. I feel like I'm not as, this is really pretty, but normally I feel like I want like an all over glow because I do have dry skin. That one really spoke to me because it looked so natural and so subtle that I thought would be perfect for like an everyday look. This is definitely more of like a full glam going out. I want my highlight to show up even in the dark type of highlight, but that one I was really excited about. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Thank you so much for watching this quick review. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!